welcome to another Seasons at Home video. Today we are going to make bechamel for our lasagnas. In a pot I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of oil, just so that my butter doesn't burn. And then I'm going to add all of my butter in. 3 tablespoons approximately. And I'm going to melt my butter until it's completely melted. And when it starts, it's just like you just see a couple of dark bits inside, like brown bits. I add my flour. Now I added 1 tablespoon of flour that I had that is just not really perfect for bechamel. When my flour has been, well, it takes about 2 minutes for flour to cook. Then I'm going to slowly start adding my milk. I'm using room temperature milk because that's what I had. It just stayed out because it's long shelf life milk. And I'm adding it a little bit by little bit, constantly stirring. And I add a little bit of milk, then I mix until it's all homogeneous. And then I add a bit more milk. When I have added about 1 to 1.5 cups of milk, I add the rest right in, and that's it. For me, the best version was to use lukewarm or cold milk, because when I tried making bechamel with hot milk, it never worked out. It was always lumpy. And while I'm cooking and mixing the bechamel, my husband is grating the Gouda cheese next to me so that we can assemble the lasagna as soon as bechamel is done. When my bechamel has started boiling, I'm going to add the parmesan cheese, and I'm going to reduce the heat a bit so that it's a bit easier to finish up and it doesn't boil over the pot. You add the parmesan and you mix it into the sauce until it's all combined. When it looks like the bechamel is almost thick enough, I'm going to add my pepper. And then I'm going to add my freshly grated nutmeg. I prefer to use freshly grated one over the powdered one, simply because it's much easier for me to determine how much nutmeg I want inside, and it tastes better. And the last thing that I'm gonna add into my bechamel is salt. And then I'm gonna stir a little bit until the salt is dissolved. And then I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to taste test it. So after I have determined what's missing, if it's good enough, it needs more salt, needs more parm cheese, needs more pepper or nutmeg, I'm going to adjust the flavor according to my liking. Now make sure that you first put the full quantity of parmesan before putting the rest of the salt in, because parmesan is a cheese, it does contain salt, and it will make your bechamel salty. And now my bechamel is nicely thickened. On the high side, it should have been just a bit thicker, maybe like a minute longer would have been perfect. And of course, like I mentioned, I did use the wrong flour. However, it was delicious. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the assembly video. Take care, bye bye!